Every Beat of My Heart is an album by Rod Stewart. It is his 14th studio album, released in June 1986, see 1986 in music. It was released on Warner Bros. Records, WX53/925-446-1. The tracks were recorded at One-on-One Studios, Canham Recorders, The Village Recorder, The Record Plant, and Artisan Sound Recorders. It produced 4 singles: Love Touch, Another Heartache, In My Life, and Every Beat of My Heart. Content included on this album is the song Love Touch, which gained popularity as the theme to the Robert Redford film Legals. Love Touch was written by Holly Knight, Mike Chapman, and Gene Black. The album also includes a cover of Lennon-McCartney's In My Life, one of several times Rod covered them. It was released as a single, which failed to chart. According to the liner notes, this album is dedicated to Rod's parents Bob and Elsie Stewart. Track listing: Here to Eternity, Rod Stewart, Kevin Saviger, 601. Another Heartache, Bryan Adams, Jim Valance, Stewart, Randy Wayne, 429. A Night Like This, Stewart, 420. Who's Gonna Take Me Home, Stewart, Saviger, J. Davis, 440. Red Hot in Black, Stewart, Jim Cregan, Kevin Saviger, 317. Love Touch, Mike Chapman, Gene Black, Holly Knight, 403. In My Own Crazy Way, Stewart, Frankie Miller, Troy Seals, Eddie Setzer, 312. Every Beat of My Heart, Stewart, Kevin Saviger, 519. 10 Days of Rain, Stewart, Saviger, Tony Brock, 517. In My Life, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, 202. Personnel: Rod Stewart, lead vocals; Jim Cregan, guitar, backing vocals; Robin LeMessurier, Steve Cropper, Kane Roberts, Nils Lofgren, David Williams, Gene Black, guitar; Kane Roberts, guitar; John Corey, guitar, electric setter; J. Davis, Patrick O'Hearn, Scott Edwards, bass guitar; Tony Brock, drums; Kevin Saviger, Randy Wayne, Nicky Hopkins, Paul Fox, keyboards; Bob Ezrin, keyboards, backing vocals; Tom Scott, brass/reeds; Larry Williams and Co., brass/reeds; Devon Dickinson, Harry Farrar, Kevin Weed, bagpipes; Trey Galloway, Phil Perry, Kevin Dorsey, Beryl Finnis, Oren Waters, the singers; Albert Hammond, Joe Girano, Holly Knight, Mike Chapman, Arlene Coldenhoven, Claudine Edwards, Carmen Twilly, Jennifer Repo, Geoffrey Repo, John Batdorf, backing vocals. Production producers: Bob Ezrin, tracks 1-5 and 7-10, Michael Chapman, track 6. Production coordinator on tracks 1-5 and 7-10, Malcolm Cullimore. Engineers: Paul Lenny, tracks 1-5 and 7-10, George Tuntko, track 6. Additional recording on tracks 1-5 and 7-10, Jeff Bennett, Brian Christian, Peter Lewis, and David Tickle. Remixing: Bob Ezrin and David Tickle, tracks 1-5 and 7-10, George Tuntko, track 6. Assistant remixing on tracks 1-5 and 7-10, David Allard, Jim Dineen, Craig Engel, Sten Kaviyama, and Bob Loftus. Technical director on tracks 1-5 and 7-10, Robert H. Ricino. Mastered by Doug Sachs at the Mastering Lab, Los Angeles, CA. Art direction: Jeffrey Kenterioff and Jerry McManus. Design: Jerry McManus. Photography: Philip Dixon. Management: Randy Phillips and Arnold Stiefel. Charts: Every Beat of My Heart peaked at #5 in the UK and at #28 in the US. It received gold certification from the BPI, but failed to be certified by the RIA.